Hello everyone, my name is Bala Narasimhan and I am the product manager for the ParAccel analytic database. Today we are going to talk about the extensible analytics feature that we are shipping with PADB 3.0. Before we do that, I'd like to provide a high-level architectural overview for PADB and explain how PADB fits into your enterprise data center. PADB is a massively parallel columnar analytic database. When a user wants to submit a query to PADB, they connect to what we call the leader node. All the data in the database is stored on what we call compute nodes. PADB shared nothing architecture means you can add compute nodes to an existing PADB cluster and get linear scale out. Now let's talk about how PADB fits into your enterprise data center. PADB is an ANSI SQL compliant relational database. You can connect to PADB with ODBC, JDBC, and other tools. On the data access side, we work with all the industry standard BI tools. And on the data integration side, we work with all the industry standard ETL tools. In addition, we can run on servers and storage of your choice. Now let's talk about the extensible analytics feature that we're shipping with PADB 3.0. But first, let's talk about the motivation for this feature. Today, when an analyst wants to perform advanced analytics, they have to do two things. They connect to the database with the analytic tool of choice, and then they move data out of the database and into the analytic tool, and then perform their analytics there. There's two problems with this. One, you need to move the data out of the database, which can be expensive when we're talking about terabytes of data. Secondly, the analytic tool that you're using needn't be inherently parallel and therefore cannot fully exploit modern-day multi-core processors. We built this feature to help solve these two problems. Let's talk about the four key design elements of the extensible analytics feature. First is high performance. When you use the extensible analytics feature to embed analytic modules inside PADB, you're going to exploit all the high performance features that already exist in our database. Secondly, the extensible analytics allows you to write what we call flexible functions. Let's say you want to write an analytic module that takes integers as inputs one time and character strings as inputs another time. You could do this in two ways. In the first way, you would write one implementation of the analytic that took integers as inputs. And then you would write another implementation of the same analytic module that would take character strings as inputs. That means you have to write the same functionality twice and you have to maintain two versions of the same analytics. The extensible analytics framework in PADB allows you to overcome this problem because you only need to write your analytics once. And at runtime, the analytic module will take care of it for you. The extensible analytics feature provides our users with an open framework. You will not have a steep learning curve as you try to write new analytic modules against PADB. In addition, we can easily integrate third-party analytic modules into the product and make them available for you. Finally, the extensible analytics feature makes available to your analytic modules all the data management features that come with a relational database like PADB. And you can integrate it with BI tools of your choice. In addition to providing you the ability to embed analytics inside PADB, we are also going to ship with many inbuilt analytic modules. Most of these inbuilt analytic modules will be standard math and statistics functions that you can use to further build complex analytics. In addition, there will also be industry standard analytic modules. And finally, as I mentioned before, you can write custom analytics that provide you a competitive advantage. So let's talk about the four key takeaways of the PADB extensible analytics feature. First, we bring the power of PADB to new audiences. You no longer need to be a so-called SQL jockey to use a relational database. You can write your analytics in a programming language of your choice and embed it inside PADB. We've built the Extensible Analytics feature with a consistent focus on performance. The feature allows you to exploit all the performance-rich features that PADB already has as you run your analytics inside PADB. Extensible Analytics is a key part of PADB's long-term vision, and we will continue to grow it and strengthen PADB's position as a leader in the advanced analytics space. And finally, we focused a lot on usability. We don't want our users to spend a lot of time understanding the new feature and going through a steep learning curve. Instead, we make it very easy for you to embed your analytics inside the product and get business value from it. Thank you for watching this webinar on the Extensible Analytics feature in PADB 3.0. My name is Bala Narasimhan, and if you have any questions, please visit www.ParAccel.com.